Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to do my next installment of Shop My Stash. Once again, it's been like 4 weeks since I've posted one of these. So I did use the products that I chose last rotation for the first couple of weeks, but then I got a little bit bored and I reached into my stash and grabbed some other things. But I figured I'd go ahead and let you guys know what I thought of the things that I chose last time, about how often I used them, and then we will go ahead and shop my stash for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so let's just start with eyeshadow palettes. The first thing that I chose, and I'm not gonna go in order because I won't remember, is this Adept Cosmetics palette. This is, what are you? Plain Jane. This is the Plain Jane palette. It is anything but plain. I will say I only used this once, and I have no good reason for that. There's no good reason. I don't know why. But when I did use it, it was gorgeous. And I have used it in the past, and so I do feel like I can give a decent review on this. This is worth every single penny, okay? And it's not cheap. I want to say it's like 55 sounds right. And truly, I don't know if they're going to restock it. I feel like Adept is, I know that they're changing their formula. So I don't know if they're going to be coming back out with Plain Jane and Codain or Codan, I don't know how to pronounce it, or the Ninhydrin palette. Oh, that was the one that got away. I should have purchased Ninhydrin, but I didn't. Anyway, this, you guys, these are some of the shiftiest, most dimensional shadows. They're incredibly gorgeous. I can't, like, nothing is going to do this palette justice. Like, I can't show you on camera. You just have to try Adept's shadows yourself. And I'm hopeful that this formula change doesn't ruin the brand. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it won't. I'm sure that, I don't know what her name is. Whoever runs Adept, I'm sure that they're going to do a wonderful job. But it is a little bit sad to me that this is not, I'm making an assumption. I'm assuming this is not going to be a thing anymore. I have no idea. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do love these shadows. Okay, I'm talking a little bit quieter. My baby is starting to wake up, and he just went down, and the boy needs a nap. So the next thing is this, I was going to say this Tarte palette. Tarte is just the brand of the empty palette. I chose my singles. I used this so freaking much, which is awesome because I have gotten minimal use out of these things. I absolutely loved using, like, this shade here. What are you? This is Sora. This is one of the old Makeup Geek shadows. So, like, some of these aren't going to be available, but Sora. And then this one is, like, I think Cherry Americano by Makeup Geek. So yeah, I've got Makeup Geek, I've got Colored Rain, I've got ColourPop. Like, these ones up here are all ColourPop. This is ColourPop. These are Cliona. Their circle shadows are very, very nice. And then these larger ones are all Juvia's Place, which I don't know that you can actually purchase on their website anymore, but I'll do swatches of some of the ones that I use the most. These ones, like these 3 together, was just a complete eye look. I love these together. I'd also use one, like this Juvia's Place one along with it, which, come on, it is so pretty. The shade on this one is Lala. I have no idea if, like, they used to have singles and they were getting rid of old stock, but at one point in the past, you could get a bundle of them for not very much money, like $5, I want to say. I don't know, it was crazy. And then if I was going to do purples, I was using these 3 Cliona shadows a lot. So those 3 Clionas, look at that matte. Seriously, who do you think you are? That is the shade Wildberry. Then the lighter one in the middle is the shade Pixie Ring. Then the deeper purplish one is Hunter. But these are all part of their, oh, it's a bundle that they have. I can't remember. I wish I could remember the name of the bundle. has something to do with like outdoors. They all do. I don't know. But I will say that I use this palette every other day that I was doing. Like I said, I used Plain Jane once, and I'm pretty sure I even used the mattes in here to build that look. I use this every day, every single day. So I don't know, man, sometimes you have a moment with your singles and you just need that moment. And that's kind of where I was at. I don't know. That's stupid. And then, so I didn't really get around to using the Glamlight Ice Cream Dream palette within that 2-week period, but I have used it since. I've used it in the couple weeks since that time. And so I did use this maybe 5 times. I've been playing around with it. I'm working on a 3 looks 1 palette video. I have look 1 filmed. I just need to kind of, I don't know, I have to be in a certain kind of mood to use this, you know, because you've got, I mean, yeah, you've got like these neutrals, which I think is great. Like if I am giving a review on this palette, that's one of the selling points. I love the fact that you have neutral options here. And I love that you have color. And they're even like pastels. I'm not crazy about pastels, but these ones, I can make them work. So like I've done a really fun look with these 2 mattes and then this light blue, and then on the bottom lash line, I was buffing this shade, this like raspberry shade here. It was really pretty. It all came together really, really nice. I've done some really great looks. One of my favorite looks is to use this yellow and then just put this yellow shimmer on my lid. I love it. So what I'm trying to say is you can expect 3 looks 1 palette soon with this. I just need to get around to filming the looks. Part of me doesn't want to use color at work. I don't know. Nobody cares. Like, and people who care, like who cares if they care? I don't know. I just need to play with it. So I'm probably going to keep this one in since I'm working on filming with it. I'm going to set it aside. Okay, let's move on to base products. I don't remember if I officially pulled this in or if it was already in, but in case I haven't already talked about it, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. This is a new favorite. This is so, so good. I can't handle it. Oh my God, please help. It's really nice. Really, really nice. What can I say about it? We all want our foundation to look like real skin. And it does that, especially when paired with my next product. This is the Touch in Sol Glassy Skin Balm. My baby is waking up from his nap. He needs to sleep. He's not crying. I'm gonna let him stay in there. He's gonna be fine. Anyways, this stuff, dude. I'm not wearing this today. I've got on a Smashbox foundation, which is typically somewhat cakey, if I'm being honest. I've got it on with this. Do I look cakey? No, I do not. It is really nice. It just gives your skin that skin-like finish. So if you have foundations that you put them on and you're like, okay, they look good on camera. Also, side note, please ignore my nails. Please ignore them. I have had the nail polish remover out for like a week and I have not sat down to take them off. So yeah, it's a mess. But anyway, what was I saying? I am easily distracted today. Most days. Sorry, I couldn't remember what I was talking about. If you have a foundation that is maybe a little bit cakey, like you put it on and it looks good on camera, right? Usually things that look good on camera may not look that great in real life. And you want it to look good in real life, Touch in Sol's got you covered. This stuff is gonna work great for it. I love it so much. Okay, blush. For blush, I've got the Flower Beauty Flower Pots powder blush in the shade Spice Petals. Sorry, it's hard to read because this weird like tape stuff is over it. I don't know. Anyways, this is the blush that I have on today. This is one of my favorite summertime blushes. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, I'm about to film a current makeup favorites video. This is in there. It's really, really nice. They blend gorgeously. They really do. I feel like maybe they might have changed the formula. I remember getting one years ago and it smelled different. So I feel like they changed the formula. I could be wrong. But it just blends out so, so nice. As you can see, like, and it's not too overpowering. Obviously you can like build it up and really amp it up, but most people don't want to do that with blush. So this is, it's good. Okay. And then for bronzer, I chose the Flower Heat Wave bronzer. I am in love with this. This might be a smidge too dark for me, truly. I've got it on today. I definitely like, I don't know. It's like, if I go a little too ham with this, it's way too much. You know what I mean? Like I need to use a light hand in order for this to not be crazy. But it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous blush. It's not a blush, it's a gorgeous bronzer. It's a bronzer. There it is. There it is. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know, man. Usually, like, I'm a cream bronzer girl, especially in the summer. Let me rephrase that. In the summer, I'm usually a cream bronzer girl, but this, it really is nice and luminous. It's got that marbled sort of look. It's got more luminous powders marbled inside of it, and it's, oh my God, it's so pretty. It's good. I love these. I love both of those Flower Beauty things. Oh, and then I forgot this blush. This is the Jouer, what are you? Blush Bouquet and Coquette. Oh my God. I used this whenever I was using my purples. And they paired so well together. They really, really did. I definitely use the lighter one more often, but they're both really gorgeous. This formula is phenomenal. I am trying to resist that collector's mentality, because if I give in, I'm going to get others of the Jouer blush. But there are swatches of the two. Like, look at, it's just such a good blush. This one specifically, so, so good. But even this one, like, it kind of looks like it might be a smidge intense. It's not at all. It blends out really, really well, and I enjoy it. Okay, one thing that I wasn't super crazy about, I remember liking this a whole lot more than I did at this point in time, but the Makeup Geek highlighter in the shade Luster, I don't know that this is available anymore. I have a sneaking suspicion it probably isn't. But that's it right there. It is really pretty, but on the cheeks, for whatever reason, first of all, I think it was relatively obvious. So I want to say when I've used this in the past, it was like winter and I didn't have a tan whatsoever. I have a little bit of a tan now just because I do things outdoors and the sun is shining. I'm not hibernating like I do in the winter. So I don't know, but it also seemed to accentuate texture, which I'm not crazy about. So I don't know. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I'm definitely not sure that it's quite as much of a favorite as I thought it was at one point. It's just okay. All right, one thing that I forgot about, because there's always something that I forget about. This rotation, it's this Flower Beauty Warrior Glitter Shadow. Oh, that looks so pretty. Here is a swatch of it. Awkward swatching, it's what I do. It looks way more blue on camera. In person, it's more purple. So it's definitely like a purple blue. Duochrome, whatever. And I don't know, I'm not drawn to these single things. I'm just not. I used to be. I used to, like, oh my God, the Stila glitter and glows. Like, I was like, I love those. I need every shade. Ew, that was, and then I would buy them, and you know what? They would sit in my drawer and they would dry out. And that's what would happen. So I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, it is very difficult for me to want to reach for something like this. So now that I know that about myself, do you think I buy these anymore? No, I don't. There's one thing that I am planning on getting, and I'm why, but the Kat Von D Razzle Dazzle sticks or whatever they are, the Dazzle sticks. Maybe that's what it is. I think it's Dazzle. That's what we're gonna go with. Anyway, they're like super hyped up. So I'm thinking I might get one of those, but who knows? I just kind of want to see if they're worth the hype. Curiosity is getting the best of me. But typically I don't purchase single eye products unless they're like magnetic singles that I can pop into a palette. But you know what I mean, like tube singles. Don't typically go for it. Okay. And then last, we've got lips. I struggle to use any of these. All right, so this is the NYX Lingerie Push-Up Long Lasting Lipstick. This is a hard no. I did use this. It's like this brick red, first of all, which nothing against it, but it just isn't my vibe. I think maybe that color looks really gorgeous on deep skin tones, but on me, it just looks maybe a little bit more vampy than what I'm typically wanting. Let's talk about the formula. The formula of this is not good. It's not good at all. Like, it doesn't go on smooth. It went on very skippy. It was patchy. It was dry. It clung to every single dry patch on my lips, which is not a good look at all. So no. I did not enjoy that at all. And then I have the NYX, God, come on, Shine Loud liquid lipstick. This is the shade. It has a name. It has a name. It's not on here. Anyway, I love this. I really do. I like it for the first like hour, and then it's not very good. So essentially what you have is you have a liquid lipstick on this end and then a gloss that does not counteract the longevity of the liquid lipstick on this end. Boom. Like game changer, right? Yes. If I had found this for my wedding, I wouldn't have purchased that Lip Sense shit. I'm sorry. That stuff. Lip Sense, it's like cement. It's not good. Anything that you have to use a special remover to get it off of your lips, red flag. I don't want that by my face. So anyway, it reminds me a lot of that, but it actually comes off with like jojoba oil. It's fine. I used this a couple of times. Like I said, I love it. I really enjoy the formula. I love the color. The formula of the liquid lip gets a little wonky after the gloss wears off. It just doesn't feel right. It's cracky and dry and just typical liquid lip, right? But like with this weird greasy film, it's kind of odd. But the reason I stopped using this, I don't know if you guys caught it. There was this article that came out within the past few weeks, and it was talking about these like hidden chemicals in cosmetics that do not leave the body, right? At least that's what I remember reading. And can I tell you what they're called? No. But they're found mostly in waterproof makeup. So liquid lipstick, waterproof mascara, some foundations, and they did this in-depth look at all of these products from these brands. And first of all, brands aren't telling us that these products are in them, or that these chemicals are in their products. And I decided that I was just going to kind of pull back and try to use things that maybe weren't waterproof, or reduce the things that I know are obviously waterproof and probably have those chemicals in them. Liquid lips, waterproof mascara, those products. So I am shying away from liquid lips at this point. But here's the thing, I'm about to film a lip declutter, and I guarantee you there's liquid lipsticks that I'm going to keep. It is what it is. But I don't know, because I'm not like completely in love with the formula of that one, I feel okay maybe letting it go for now. Not like, I don't know that I'll declutter it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but whatever. All right, and then last, I've got the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade lipstick lip gloss. I like this. It's a fine lip gloss. I wish that it was more pigmented. I prefer lip glosses that have more pigmentation, but you know, it's fine. It's just fine. It's not this incredible product. I want to say I used it twice. Honestly, what I was reaching for most often for my lips was the ColourPop Just a Tint, because those are really comfortable and they smell like grapefruit and it makes me really happy. So anyways, that is what I chose for last rotation. Why don't we just go ahead and jump into the shopping portion and we will end on that note. Okay. Okay guys, I'm ready to film the shopping portion. I actually filmed the review portion of the video like 2 weeks ago. The past couple weeks I've just been really enjoying kind of having the freedom to play with whatever struck my fancy in the moment. But I do want to kind of take a deep dive into my collection and figure out what I'm going to be using. For now, I do want to continue with the bronzer that I have been using the past few weeks, which is the Milk Makeup Baked Bronzer. I really love this. I just featured it in a favorites video, which that one might be going up after this actually, so never mind, but spoiler alert, I love this. And then I'm also going to continue using this Stila highlighter. Ooh, that was not good. It's the Heaven's Hue highlighter in the shade Kitten. It is gorgeous. Foundations, I recently started using this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I need to get a better feel for it, so I'm gonna keep this in the rotation. Oh my gosh. That would be a Sydney Grace eyeshadow that is shattered right over there. And apparently I didn't do the best job of keeping things cleaned up, so gross. That sucks. Anyways, and then I'm also using this ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I have been loving it. And then I'm also going to be, I've been really loving my singles. So that is what those look like, at least in this container, this palette. So I think I'm just going to continue to use this, but I do want to grab some palettes. So let's take a look. Oh, okay. One thing that I have not used, and you know, I did my declutter several months ago and I haven't used it still. So it's time. This is the Too Faced Tutti Frutti Razzle Dazzle Berry eyeshadow palette. I feel like it was part of the Tutti Frutti collection. I don't know. That's what she looks like. Honestly, I kept it for this shade here. We need to see if the shade is worth it. So I'm going to be using that. And then I want to grab another palette. Oh man. What about the Give It To Me Straight? Is that too many mauves? Oh, look at how pretty they are. Ding dang. That is a gorgeous palette. Dang, ColourPop. Okay, I want to use this at least a couple of times, so I'm going to pull that. But then I'm also going to grab, for just some more fun shades, I'm going to grab my Club Nebula palette from Kaleidos that I can't open one-handed. Jeez. Okay, there she is. Ooh, girl. Very excited. All right, I have lots and lots of eyeshadows. Oh my gosh. Which is probably a good thing considering this used to happen every 2 weeks and now it's maybe not happening that often. It should though. Okay, highlighters. I'm just going to focus on the Stila one. As usual, I'm very, very overwhelmed by this mess. Why? Why? That's ridiculous. So, I mean, while I should grab some things, I just feel very anxious and can't. So let's ignore it. All right. Ooh. I think the next declutter I do is going to be my single shadows. Or at least like these singles. I don't know about those singles. For blush, you know, I have been wanting to use this Natasha Denona Love Glow cheek palette. Here's what she looks like. I actually really like the blush. It's a cream blush. I'm not crazy about any of the other shades that I recall. So I think I need to play around with it and get a good feel for how I feel about it. I've been using that Melt blush and I have been in love. And it makes me a smidge sad that I'm not using it right now. You know, to each, it is what it is. Okay, here. You know what? I'm also gonna, do I need 2 blushes? For Christ's sake. Probably not, but I kind of want to grab this Pink Grapefruit by Laura Geller. Sorry, I'm blinding you. I don't know, I want to use it a couple of times and see how I feel about it. I'm going to be doing a blush declutter soonish, so I feel like that's a good idea. Okay, as far as foundations and concealers, I really don't know that I need anything other than to declutter. I need to do that. That's a need. But am I being super boring and just playing it really, really safe right now? I've got 2 foundations. I've got a concealer. Honestly, where are my concealers? That's the real question here. Oh, Catrice. Do I want to? I'm going to pull in my Catrice Liquid Camouflage just to say that I've done something with concealer. My other concealers are in my current makeup bag. So don't worry, they still exist. They're just, aside from this guy's still in here. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Okay, lips, whips. Let me see. I think, okay, I've been thinking of this one a lot lately, so I'm gonna pull it. It's the Fenty like Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade, there's no way in hell that I'll be able to read it, so some random shade. So I'm gonna pull that. This totally made its way back into my collection after my declutter. Whoopsie-daisy. It happens, you know, it just does. This doesn't go in here. Silly thing. I don't know, man. This is just, it's too much. All right, so I've got a gloss. I'm gonna grab this Moira lipstick. This is in the shade Nectarine. It's an orange. It's a very wearable orange. It's really pretty. I like it. And then, as usual, I feel like I need a nude. Where's a good nude? So I decluttered, but I did not organize. As you can see. Ultra Satin Lip. You know what? What are you? All right, we're gonna do this Ultra Satin Lip in Echo Park. Because she's been neglected. That was kind of dumb. I put the products in the loose eyeshadow that was on the dresser. Oh well. All right, so here's everything that I'm going to be focusing on for this rotation. As always, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.